Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Jobity, and I'll be hosting this live stream today, as well as the award ceremony on the 7th and 8th of December at the Ealing Picture House Cinema in West London. Welcome to the 5th edition of the Mirror UK Film Awards, powered by the Mirror Company, founded by our festival director and founder, Jay Manari, who is also an independent writer, producer, and director, member of Directors UK, and nominated Filmmaker of the Month in June of this year. The Mirror UK Film Awards, or MUFA, is a British BFI Film Fund-winning film festival listed on the British Council Festival Directory and London-based, focused on showcasing diversity in all-terrain movies, created despite all the challenges of an indie low-budget production. Mirror provides a spotlight for underrepresented, emerging, and experienced independent filmmakers through on-site networking events, live-streamed industry talks, online film courses, and most recently, an independent film fund launched to support the making of more independent short films. If you haven't done so yet, please check out our affordable festival tickets, just £16 for 2 days of screenings and panels. And don't miss the limited Career Pass tickets, which offer exclusive industry access. Subscribe to our art house-focused streaming platform, Streamo Term, to watch all the officially selected candidates of this edition and vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. Let's get the ball rolling with our special guest. Please welcome Chris Fernandez from the UK, finalist for Best Student Film and Best Film Score with their film Dancing in the Ruins. We are also honored to have our esteemed music juror, Jason, on the live stream today. In the style of classical Hollywood musicals, two young dancers fall in love beneath the backdrop of the iconic Coventry Cathedral ruins. Dancing in the Ruins is the first in a planned series of musical-style dance films set in Coventry, UK, entitled This City of Mine, The Collection. Let's take a look. Amazing. So with that, let's jump into the Q&A session. So super excited. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. Obviously, so many questions about what it's like to make the film that you've created. We like to dive into the background of what it's like, the creative process, on-site filming and production. So I guess my first question for you would be, what was your most exciting part about being on-site and filming this? Did you take any, key lessons learned away from it? What was most exciting for you?
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you for having me. The most exciting part of it, I suppose, this being on set and seeing something come into fruition that you've worked on for such a long time. Yeah. Dancing in the Ruins itself was developed from an unfinished feature film, and I hadn't shot any musical numbers in that. So getting to finally create something that you've been sitting with for years is really fulfilling to see.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. So yeah, I know obviously we have our music juror as well. I'll hand it over to Jason and see if he has any questions for you.
Hi, Chris. I really enjoyed the film, so congratulations. I was wanting to know, because you wrote it, obviously you did the music, you edited it, and you directed it, right? So I wanted to know who your what you got out of the collaborative process. Obviously, a choreographer, DOP, all that stuff. How did that improve? What did you kind of learn out of that process?
I think, I don't know, as a director, sometimes it is so easy to get into the headspace of my way or no way, and I think the great thing about working with people who are, when I'm assembling a crew, I want to work with people who are just better at me at that kind of thing, because they can take me down avenues that I wouldn't expect, or in my own skill set, there's a limitation, these guys can make up for it. Because I see, for example, Faye, I see her very intricate in how she choreographs, and I see her throwing out these dance terms that I don't bloody know what they mean. I just I go here and I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we had some twirly thing there? And she's like, oh, here, but instead we could have something like this. And I'm like, oh yeah, that works better. But yeah, it's that kind of just back and forth between letting someone take you down a road that you weren't expecting. Similarly with the director of photography, Ben Basher, he's a good friend of mine from uni. And it's also seeing how he tackles a genre that he's never ever done before. Like musicals is very much my niche, let's say, and seeing him discover and learn the technicalities of how to replicate the golden age Hollywood, but also in a way that's also very modern, and that's one thing we both strive towards, having a modern thing that still feels classic, like a thought experiment. What if this thing never stopped happening? You know, this thing from the 50s just kept on going, and musicals were still made today. But yeah.
And just one other question around the music is, did you just kind of turn up on set with that completely done, and that was it? Nothing changed, or was there anything, or not just on set, but I assume you rehearsed and all that kind of stuff as well? Was there any? Did the music change at all, or develop from the first kind of, okay, this is what we're going to choreograph, to, you know, the finished product?
I think there were definitely some like multiple passes of revision after the actual performance, but the piece was mainly developed throughout the past couple of years. I was, still, I think, on my second year of uni at the time, when I'd first locked the piece. Then we went through the rehearsals, and then as the rehearsals went down, there were key movements and things within Faye's choreography that I wanted to draw attention to. They're very small,
Right.
like a little bit of piano here to emphasize this step, or a more flourishing strings in this section, that kind of thing. But I think the main development of the music happened in the scenes around it, because obviously, you know, with film scores, most of the time you score after the edit is locked, after all the creative decisions have been made. But it was mainly the underscore in the surrounding parts that were written to the picture.
Great.
Amazing. Cool. I think just in the interest of time, we'll have one more question from Jay if he has any questions for you.
Sure.
Yes. I'm thinking about, you said you had the choreographer obviously speaking and in a way directing the actors, but what was the story that you gave them, and how that in a way developed through the dancing and the actual place, the ruins you chose? And which ruins, by the way, were they?
Regarding the ruins, this is in Coventry, there was a cathedral that was bombed during World War II, the Cathedral of St. Michael's. And after, we had a very massive blitz, largely because of Coventry's manufacturing industry. But that was rebuilt. Instead of completely rebuilding the cathedral, it was built into two sections, the new cathedral and the old cathedral. And the old cathedral, that is the ruins that we shot in. What was your other question regarding Faye?
Kind of the relationship between the dance and the story, if you gave them a storyline or you let the choreographer do the whole directing side of the short film?
I knew roughly what I wanted to see in relation to the environment, and contextually with the scene surrounding it. I want it to lead into this thing. I want the choreography to eventually lead into. I think with choreography, it's difficult to have such a well thought out sense of narrative. Choreography is actually really hard to do. Yeah, in terms of narrative drive and what I got, there were a lot of references, to be honest. I knew what I wanted to see. A lot of it, I don't know if a lot of you are familiar with the film Top Hat with Fred Astaire and Sid Charisse. there was this one film, or this one section called Dancing in the Dark, which is probably the main influence for this project. But I wanted to see that applied to Coventry, pretty much applied to spaces within Coventry that makes the city a very musical place.
All right.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much. I think we're towards the end of the live stream here, but I just wanted to give a special thanks to yourself, Chris, and for Jason for being on the call today. I also love the element you mentioned of, keeping it modern, but also staying true to the classic. I feel like that's a really nice art form, and it definitely comes through in the film. So congrats on achieving that. But yeah, thank you so much. I just have a couple of quick reminders for the audience listening. So festival passes are available for purchase on the Mirror Band and Ealing Picture House website. You can also find the links in the comment section of this live stream. The red carpet reception, followed by the award ceremony, will take place at the Ealing Picture House Cinema on the 8th of December, which is Pansexual and Pan-Romantic Pride Day. This is when all the winners will be announced, where we will be presenting the Best UK Short and UK Feature Awards. Starting from the 7th of December, finalist films will be screened and available to stream on our platform for 5 weeks, where you can vote for your favorite, which will win the Best Film Audience Award. It's very easy to vote for your favorite. All you have to do is register on StreamOteur and click Add to Favorites for the film you want to vote for. Thank you so much again, Chris, Jason, and Jay. Hope everyone has a great day and looking forward to the next live stream.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Goodbye.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Have a good
Cheers,
one.
Chris.
See you later.
Take care. Nice to
Bye.
meet you all.